Hey everybody, welcome to Destiny 2 Season 11, Season of Arrivals. I wanted to take a good look at this Witherhoard exotic weapon, which is the first thing you get from the Season Pass, the Premium Season Pass, or, 35 on the free Season Pass as usual. So this is a kinetic exotic grenade launcher that fires at 90 RPM, kind of like Mountaintop, except this has a very exotic effect to it. So as you can see by the intrinsic traits, projectiles fired by this weapon blight the target or nearby area on impact. Blighted targets take damage over time and blight the nearby area on death. So basically, to give you the overview here, this weapon essentially has an AoE mode and a direct target damage mode. If you hit the ground, you do an impact damage like a normal grenade launcher and then tick damage for about 6.5 seconds. Or if you hit something directly, you won't do any AoE damage, but you do blight that target directly. And if you see what I just did there, I shot a blighted target that did extra impact damage. So normally the first time you hit something, it does 619 impact, but if I hit it with it again, it does 9,000 impact essentially. So the tick damage on the direct blight is also different. So there's a lot of versatility to this weapon. I'm gonna have to kill this so it I can show you. If you do the AoE blighting and then hit something on direct impact, it won't actually give you the bonus damage, just to show you there. So be careful with that. I'm wearing Ophidians just to speed up the reload, but I'll take those off so you can see the actual reload. The reload's not too bad. I'm not sure what the exotic catalyst does. I'm very excited to see what that does, but this weapon actually is extraordinarily good. So to take you through the numbers of how it works, when you fire at the ground, this AoE impact, it does 3,166 damage max, and then it does 25 ticks of 1583 every about a quarter of a second, a little faster than that. So total, if you get max damage out of this, is 42,000 damage off this single shot. And let's compare that real quick to Wendigo and Mountaintop, which Wendigo uncharged does 13,000 damage on a single shot. Mountaintop does 21,000, and Wendigo charged with light does about 23,000 damage. So you can already see that Witherhoard has a lot of damage, even though it takes, a significant amount of time for it to apply. But that's just the AoE numbers. The numbers get even higher when we look at direct damage. So if we shoot something directly, you get the 619 initial damage and then about 0.633 second delay before it starts ticking. And then you get a slower tick rate of 3,166 for 17 ticks over about 9 seconds. So that ticks about every half a second. So the way this direct tick damage adds up is if you just get the 619 initial damage plus all 17 ticks, you get 54,441. Or if you get the buffed damage with the impact, you get 63,000 damage in a single shot. Well, technically 2 shots because you have to buff it, but yeah. And as you can see, when a target dies to either the blight or the AoE blight, either one will spawn another pool of the blight that stays there. So in terms of total damage, this thing is crazy. Wendigo, if you only have 6 charged shots and 11 normal shots, will do 288,000 damage in its total of reserves. Mountaintop has about 463,000 in reserves. Witherhoard, if you just stacked single direct shots over and over, would do 1,316,401 damage, which is pretty insane. Now, something to notice is that when you hit something directly with the direct blight, after it's already been blighted, your tick damage does not stack. So you actually want to kind of time your direct hits if you're looking for max total damage so that you can get max total damage. But in terms of DPS, you do want to obviously just keep firing and getting those bigger ticks of impact damage. One other minor note is that when you hit it with AoE and direct impact, you can get both types of tick damage going at once. You see the 3,000 ticks and you see the 1583 ticks. So you can even amp up the DPS if you wanted to by shooting at the ground, then starting shooting directly at the guy. There's a lot of versatility here. There's a lot of ways you can use this. I think this is really cool as a weapon, and I'm really excited to see how people start using it in content. So just to show you the various mod affected stuff of it, obviously this is the base reload speed. If I put on, say, an enhanced and a regular grenade launcher loader, reload speed goes up a bit, and if I put on Ophidian aspects as well, reload goes up. So that's definitely something that helps, because the reload is not incredible on this. And then also just to show you grenade launcher reserves. Without reserves, it holds 21. With reserves, it holds 25. Yep, that's pretty much the overview of Witherhoard in PvE. I feel like this definitely does not have a significant downside to its sustained DPS, considering how much you can stack it and multitask with this. So very excited. I really like Anarchy, so I'm super excited to use this in a lot of high-end content. And yeah, hope you learned something new from this video, and have a nice time in Season 11.